magical. One evening, while riding her white pony through the whispering forest, Arya hears soft murmurs carried by the wind. Whispers, "She is the one who will restore the light." Princess Arya, confused. "Who's there? What do you mean, restore the light?" A sudden breeze lifts her golden hair as leaves twirl in a mystical dance. A soft glow flickers ahead, and the scene fades. On her 12th birthday, Arya is gifted a glimmering necklace from a stranger in a velvet cloak who appears in the royal garden. Stranger, protect this necklace, princess. It holds the key to your destiny. Queen Elira worried. Who was that man? And how did he enter the palace grounds? The necklace pulses with a strange light. Arya clutches it, sensing it's more than just a beautiful gem. That night, Arya dreams of a glowing crystal flame trapped in darkness. Crystal flame in dream. Only the pure of heart, with the amulet of Aranis, can awaken me. Arya, waking up. The necklace is the amulet of Aranis? Suddenly, the necklace lights up and a map is projected onto her wall, showing the enchanted lake deep within the forest. Her journey begins. In the royal library, Arya finds an old scroll. When the flame of Elindra is dimmed by shadow, a princess bearing Aranis shall restore the light. Royal advisor. Princess, the flame was what protected our kingdom for generations. But it's been fading. Perhaps you are the one.
Arya.
I must go. If there's even a chance I can help Elindra, I have to try. With her loyal talking owl Nimbus and her brave pony Leora, Arya begins her quest through magical lands. They cross the murmuring marshes, where fog whispers riddles, the Rainbow Ridge, where colors swirl with energy, the Silent Vale, where no sound is heard but your thoughts. Nimbus. The lake lies just beyond the veil. But beware, the shadows are watching. Suddenly, dark vines rise from the ground, sent by the evil sorceress Umbra. At the enchanted lake, a mystical creature, half lion, half swan, named Celestra emerges. Celestra, to unlock the flame, you must pass the trial of truth. Answer wisely. Celestra's riddle. What is light that darkness fears, but cannot see, yet always hears? Arya, thinking deeply. Hope that's hope. Celestra, smiling. You are ready, princess. The flame awaits. As Arya reaches the crystal chamber under the lake, sorceress Umbra appears in a storm of smoke. Umbra, you think a child can defeat me? The flame will be mine. Nimbus, defiant. She is stronger than you know, Umbra. A magical battle begins. Shadows versus light. Fear versus courage. Arya falls, the necklace dims, but she remembers her people, her mother's kindness, her own courage. Arya, holding the necklace. I may be young, but I carry the light of everyone I love. A burst of radiant energy erupts from her, shattering Umbra's dark magic. The crystal flame begins to glow again, but Umbra isn't finished. She turns into a massive shadow dragon. Arya, commanding. With the power of Aranis and the flame, I banish your darkness. Using the flame's energy, Arya encases Umbra in crystal light, dissolving the shadow. The skies clear. The waters shimmer. Light returns to Elindra. Princess Arya returns a hero. Her people cheer. Her mother embraces her with tears of joy. Queen Elira, you've done more than restore the flame. You've become the light of Elindra. The flame is placed atop the royal castle once more. The necklace is enshrined beside it. And so, Princess Arya, brave, kind, and full of light, became known as Arya the Flamekeeper, whose story would be told for generations. Woman Fairy Sparkles, the end. Sparkles Woman Fairy. Glowing star princesses through the ages, from fairy tales to modern-day crown sparkles. Soft background music, with shimmering lights across time, showing carriages, castles, airplanes, and city skylines. Once upon a time, and even beyond time, there lived princesses not just in castles, but in every era of history. From glass slippers to sneakers, their courage, kindness, and curiosity changed the world. This is their story, princesses through the ages. Nephira is curious and brave. When the river Nile dries mysteriously, she ventures with her cat Bothet to speak to ancient gods. She solves the riddle of the crocodile god Sobek and restores water to her people. Nephira, I am not afraid. If I am to be queen one day, I must save our people today. Sobek's voice. To restore the river, you must answer the riddle of balance. Plot. Elspeth wishes to be a knight, not just a princess. When her kingdom is threatened, she dons armor and leads her people in a peaceful strategy, using wit rather than war. Elspeth. Why wait for a prince? I can hold a sword and a crown. Royal advisor. You have the heart of a warrior and the soul of a queen. Plot. Curious about machines and inventions, Isabella secretly studies with Leonardo da Vinci. When her father's bridge collapses, she uses her invention to rebuild it. Isabella. They say princesses should paint. I say, let us build. Leonardo. You may wear a crown, but your mind is your brightest jewel. Charlotte is a kind-hearted girl who secretly visits the poor and helps establish the first school for girls with the help of a clockmaker boy. Charlotte. Every girl should read books as big as the sky. Clockmaker Tom. You've got a heart of gold and a will of steel, Your Highness. Living in the modern world, Zara hides her royal identity and follows her dream to become a pop singer. She writes songs that inspire children to be themselves. Themes: self-expression, modern challenges, technology, passion. Zara. I wear my crown inside my heart and my lyrics on my sleeve. Manager. You're not just royalty, you're a role model. All the princesses are summoned by a glowing time crystal. Time itself is unraveling. They must combine their wisdom, courage, science, heart, music, and magic to restore the balance of history. Climax. Each princess uses a unique skill to power the time crystal, stabilizing the ages. Final message. The world changes, but true royalty lies in kindness, courage, and the will to do good. All together, we are the princesses of every age. And so, from scrolls to screens, from past to present, the legacy of princesses lives on, in every child who dares to dream big. Thank you for traveling through time with us. Don't forget to believe in your magic, because every heart can wear a crown. See you in the next magical tale.
Professor Pom-Pom, a wild-haired inventor who always carries a glittery umbrella that shoots out sparkles. Madam Giggles, a pink-dressed dancer who laughs at everything, even during danger. Captain Crunchberry, a wannabe pirate with a cereal obsession and a magical spoon. Dr. Doodle, scientist who talks to animals and keeps gadgets in his hat. The Dusty Library Portal. The gang is cleaning the town library when they discover a dusty old book titled Wishes and Whistles. Professor Pom-Pom reads a spell out loud. Boom! A swirling rainbow portal opens. Dialogue example. Professor Pom-Pom. Oh, Pashi! I think I turned the library into a washing machine, Madam Giggles, laughing. At least we'll come out sparkling. Entering Wishland. They land in a world where cats fly, trees giggle, and houses walk on chicken legs. Their silly wishes come to life, but not how they expect. Captain Crunchberry wishes for a boat made of cereal. Soggy trouble! Dr. Doodle wishes for a talking squirrel who turns out to be a chatterbox. The Bubble Mountains. To return home, they must find the Crystal of Clear Thought hidden atop the Bubblegum Mountains. They ride bouncing jelly bean animals, escape sticky bubblegum avalanches, and sing a silly climbing song. The Riddle River. To cross, they must answer 3 riddles given by a grumpy talking fish. They argue, guess wildly, and finally solve the last riddle by working together. Funny riddle example. Fish. What has ears but never hears? Madam Giggles. A laughing potato? Professor Pom-Pom. A cornfield. Fish. Correct and weird. The Cave of Reverse Wishes. In this cave, wishes backfire hilariously. When they wish for speed, they move in slow motion. When they wish for invisibility, they only disappear from themselves. Dr. Doodles, I can't see me. But you can. How rude! The crystal of clear thought. They find the crystal, but to use it, they must make one wish together and mean it. They finally agree. We wish to go home. After finishing this crazy adventure, back to reality, they return to the library covered in sparkles and jelly beans and laugh at the crazy journey. Ending message. Sometimes the best adventures are the ones that go completely bananas, as long as you have friends to share them with.
A lazy princess. The royal palace. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom called Snuggleworth, there lived a princess named Liana. She was the most beautiful princess in the land, but also the laziest. Scene show Princess Liana lying on her royal bed, snoring, with fluffy pillows all around. Liana yawning. While the rest of the kingdom worked hard, Princess Liana spent her days sleeping, snacking, and refusing to lift a royal finger. Breakfast trouble. Royal butler, nervously. Your Majesty, would you like your breakfast in bed again? Liana, obviously. And I want keikusu, shaped like stars and unicorn milk. The poor palace staff ran around all day just to keep up with her silly demands. Montage of the kitchen staff scrambling while Liana scrolls on a royal scroll tablet. The king's warning King Harold, sternly, Liana, my dear, it's time you learn responsibility. You're going to rule one day. Liana, groaning. Rule? You? Can't someone else do it? Queen, enough is enough. You need a lesson. And we know just how to teach you. Magical sparkles surround the room. The magic. Long live Princess Liana.
The princess who saved the kingdom. Once upon a time, in a flourishing kingdom named Lumaria, everything shimmered under the protection of the magical moonstone, a gem so powerful it balanced night and day. The kingdom bustles with laughter. Children play in gardens, markets are full of colors, and Queen Seraphina smiles as she watches her daughter, Princess Alina, feed doves. Alina giggling. One for you and one for you. Peace is such a gift, isn't it, mother? Queen Seraphina smiling. Yes, Alina. And it must always be protected, even if it costs us everything. But one night, a shadow crept over Lumaria. A strange eclipse dimmed the skies for days. The moonstone had vanished. Royal guards rush in panic. The skies are darkened. Queen Seraphina summons the royal council. Guard. Your Majesty, the moonstone, it's gone. Alina. But how? Without it, the balance of our world, it will fall apart. In the royal library, Alina finds an old scroll with a prophecy. When darkness steals the moon's glow, a heart pure as snow shall go, through shadow, pain, and stormy air, to bring back peace and royal care. Alina, it's talking about me. I must go find the moonstone. Queen Seraphina concerned. It's dangerous, my child. But if your heart says so, you must go. At dawn, Alina dons her silver cloak and takes a golden compass. Sir Cedric, I shall come with you, princess. Alina, no, Sir Cedric. This path is meant for me alone, but I'll carry your courage in my heart. Alina journeys through misty hills, icy lakes, and finally reaches the forbidden forest, where ancient magic breathes. Trees whisper. Strange lights flicker. Nimby, a tiny glowing sprite. Lost, are we? You'll need more than courage here. Alina, then guide me, Nimby. I seek the moonstone. Nimby, follow me. But beware, the forest tests your heart. Alina faces magical challenges. A mirror illusion showing her greatest fear, failing her people. A river of memories where she must swim through her past pains. A puzzle guarded by Elder Willow, a talking tree. Elder Willow, speak the truth of who you are, and I shall open the path. Alina, Am Alina, a princess not of crown, but of courage. I fear, but I fight. Elder Willow. Then pass, Princess of the Light. At the heart of the forest lies the dark enchantress, Malvara, who holds the moonstone in a crown of shadows. Malvara, laughing. You came alone? Foolish child. This world belongs to the night now. Alina, I came with hope, and that light is stronger than your shadows. A fierce magical duel begins. Fire versus moonlight. Shadow versus song. Alina's heart glows with inner light. She throws her pendant, which bursts into a wave of pure energy. Malvara screams as the shadows melt. The moonstone floats into Alina's hands. Malvara weakening. You are the chosen one. Alina returns to La Maria, the moonstone in hand. The sky's clear. Flowers bloom. Queen Seraphina, my brave daughter, you've saved us all. Alina.
No.
We saved ourselves by never giving in to fear. Alina is crowned the future queen. The kingdom celebrates with song and lanterns. From that day on, tales of the princess who saved the kingdom were whispered in every star, and every child knew one brave heart can change the world. The end glowing star. Royal Princess Fashion Show sparkles crown. In the glittering kingdom of Glamorwin, Queen Celestia announces the most awaited event of the year, the Royal Princess Fashion Show. Every princess from nearby lands will showcase their fashion, talent, and creativity. Queen Celestia, dialogue. Let the world see that true fashion is not just about looks. It's about kindness, courage, and creativity. Princess Aria from Glamorwin explores her castle's secret wardrobe chamber filled with centuries of royal outfits. Princess Aria. I must create something unique, but what says me? Meanwhile, from the mountains of Lusteria, Princess Mina is sewing her own outfit made of shimmering snow silk. And Princess Zara from the Desert Rose Kingdom gathers golden threads under the stars. Princesses arrive from all corners of the world, each with their own style. Princess Ayaka from the Cherry Blossom Empire wears a kimono with glowing petals. Princess Amina from the Sahara Dunes wears fabric that changes color with the sun. Princess Aloan of the Forest Kingdom uses flowers and vines in her design. Dialogue, Princess Amina. Fashion is storytelling with thread and soul. The night before the show, Princess Aria's dress is ruined when her magical sewing machine malfunctions. Princess Aria, panicking. Oh no, my dress, it's all torn. I have nothing to wear. Her friends rush to help, but time is running out. Queen Celestia gives Aria a special heirloom, a magical stitching wand that belonged to her grandmother. Queen Celestia. This wand only works with a heart full of love and confidence. With help from the other princesses, Aria learns to trust her instincts, and the wand glows with magic as she creates a brand new dress. Suddenly, a new princess arrives, Princess Vandra from the Hidden Isles, elegant, proud, and determined to win. Princess Vandra, whispering, "They won't know what true fashion is until they see me." But something feels strange. Vandra has a shadowy assistant who's hiding something. The princesses practice walking, twirling, and sharing what their outfits represent. Princess Aloan. My dress speaks for the trees and the animals I protect. But during rehearsal, Vandra secretly casts a spell to dim Aria's dress glow. The big night begins, but suddenly, Aria's dress starts fading on stage. Princess Aria, worried. It's not shining, what do I do? Just then, the other princesses step forward in support. They link hands and their dresses begin to glow, restoring Aria's magic with the power of unity and belief. Together, the princesses confront Vandra and learned that she was once a princess who was left out of a past fashion show. Princess Aria. You don't need to outshine others to shine. You can walk with us. Vandra, softening. I never thought anyone would say that. The fashion show becomes a celebration of friendship and creativity. Each princess showcases her story, her dress, and her values. Princess Zara twirls under starlight. Princess Alina's petals float like magic. Aria's final walk glows with the magic of courage and unity. Queen Hera, you've all won, not by competition, but by compassion. This magical fashion story teaches that style shines brightest when it's powered by kindness, creativity, and teamwork. Every child has something unique inside them, and when we lift each other up, we all sparkle brighter.
Once upon a time, hidden in the skies above the clouds, was a magical kingdom named Awin. Trees sparkled like emeralds, rivers sang songs, and the skies danced with golden lights. Princess Solana, the guardian fairy of sunlight and balance, flew joyfully over the kingdom, sprinkling warmth and laughter wherever she went. Solana joyful. What a perfect day in Awin. The air smells like mint, the flowers are humming lullabies, and the bees are painting the wind. But deep below the kingdom, something was changing. The great Queen Gaia, mother of all elements, called a royal gathering. Queen Gaia worried. Fairies, spirits, and creatures of Awin, I feel a disturbance in the earth. The humans are losing balance. The air thickens, the oceans rise, the ice is crying. Climate change has begun. Solana shocked. But why, Your Majesty?
Gaia.
Fires, smoke, plastic seas, and forgotten forests. They do not see the harm they cause. We must awaken the hope before it's too late. In the glowing grove, the creatures of every realm gathered. Nico the snow fox, north. Rava the rainforest panther, south. Zephyr the wind serpent, east. Coralina the ocean sprite, west. Each shared tales of suffering. Nico, shivering. My home melts day by day. The glaciers whisper goodbye. Coralina, tearful. The fish are choking. Plastic swirls where coral used to sing. Rava, angry. The trees fall faster than I can run. My jungle weeps. The council agreed. They would send Solana on a journey through the world's four elements to restore balance. Solana flew into the human realm and arrived in a city of smog and concrete. Skies were gray, and chimneys coughed black clouds. She met a girl named Lena, coughing but hopeful. Lena, my parents say factories help us live, but I miss the stars. Solana taught her about wind power, solar lights, and planting urban trees. Together, they spread green roofs, sun panels, and hope. Next, Solana reached the Glacier Mountains, where the ice spirits were fading. She met Ira, an ancient frost fairy.
Ira.
The cold sleeps. I've seen rivers run too fast and polar bears vanish. Solana gathered mountain children to build a climate watchtower where they would track snow levels, protect animals, and send messages of change. In the desert of dunes, rivers had vanished. Crops turned to dust. Solana met Ari, a young desert boy tending a single wilting tree.
Ari.
My grandfather told me about rains. I've never seen one. Solana helped build wind wells and solar dew traps. Soon, water returned, and even the cactus sang. Ari smiled. Even in sand, hope can bloom. Solana dove into the oceans with Coralina. Once blue waters were now choked by plastic. Sea turtles gasped. Dolphins were lost. They summoned the ocean choir, children and sea creatures, to clean the shores, teach recycling, and stop oil spills. Solana, in tears. The oceans were lullabies. We must sing them back. Queen Gaia summoned Solana back to Awin. Gaia, you've done well, but the climate clock ticks faster. It's now up to the children of Earth. Gaia gave Solana a glowing seed. This is the seed of change. Only the hands of children can plant it in every heart. Solana flew across the globe, whispering to children, planting the seed of change. Trees grew from classrooms, windmills turned in playgrounds, and kids marched with signs of green dreams. Earth began to breathe again. And so, dear children, this fairy tale isn't just a dream. The magic of change lives in you. Plant a tree, save a drop, ride a bike, be the voice for the oceans, forests, ice, and skies. Seedling, because the Earth is not just your home, it's your story. Globe showing Europe, Africa. A cleaner world begins with you. Once upon a time, in the radiant kingdom of Lysandria, lived a kind and curious princess named Alenia. Unlike most royals, she didn't spend her days in grand halls or fancy feasts. Alenia loved exploring the hidden corners of the palace, searching for secrets and forgotten magic. Alenia peeks behind old bookshelves, wanders through unused towers, and climbs onto rooftops at night to gaze at the stars. Alenia, softly, to herself. There must be something more than royal life. Something magical. One evening, while exploring the forbidden wing of the castle, Alenia discovered a hidden chamber lit by moonlight. At the center stood a magnificent mirror, its frame carved with vines, stars, and ancient symbols. It wasn't an ordinary mirror. This was the enchanted mirror of Aloria, once used by the ancients to glimpse hidden truths. As Alenia steps closer, the mirror shimmers and glows. Mirror, in echoing voice. Princess of light, seeker of truth. Your heart holds the key to what was lost. Alenia, what do you mean? What was lost? But the mirror went silent, leaving behind only a glowing map etched in the glass. Later that night, Alenia studied the map and deciphered symbols with the help of her childhood friend, a clever stable boy named Tomlin. Tomlin, this isn't just a map, it's a quest. Look here. Forest of Forgotten Wishes. River of Reflections. Determined to learn the mirror's truth, Alenia packed a small satchel, disguised herself as a traveler, and set out before dawn. Alenia and Tomlin rode through meadows and valleys. On their path, they encountered magical beasts and talking trees, each offering cryptic advice. Talking tree, the truth you seek lies within, but beware, the mirror only shows what you are ready to see. Alenia, to Tomlin, do you think I'm ready? Tomlin, I think your heart already knows the answer. Deep in the enchanted forest, the air sparkled with whispers of forgotten dreams. Alenia touched a glowing flower, and suddenly, visions of her as a child filled the air. She saw a younger version of herself wishing to bring joy to the kingdom. The mirror had heard her heart's deepest desire. Forest spirit appears from mist. Only those who remember their truest wish may pass. Alenia, I wish to heal the kingdom, to bring peace, not power. The spirit nodded and granted her passage. To cross the shimmering river, Alenia had to look into its surface. But this was no ordinary water. It showed truths, both beautiful and painful. She saw her loneliness, her hidden fears, and the times she'd turned away from others who needed her. Alenia, teary-eyed. I didn't know I hurt people by hiding away. Tomlin, you can still change that. With renewed courage, they crossed the river on a boat of light. At the journey's end stood a giant stone gate. Guarding it was Nyx, a silver-winged panther with glowing eyes. Nyx, to enter the final chamber, you must answer one question. What do you see when you look into the mirror? Alenia, after a pause. I see who I truly am. Flawed but kind. Afraid, but brave enough to face it. Nyx bowed and let them pass. Inside the chamber, the enchanted mirror stood once more. But this time, Alenia saw a vision of the kingdom. Fields wilting, rivers drying, people divided. The mirror showed her the curse upon the land, caused by years of neglect and selfish rule. Only a leader with a true heart could lift it. Mirror, you are the light the kingdom forgot, but your light must be shared. The mirror offered Alenia a choice: return to the castle and forget everything, or take on the burden of truth and become the beacon of change. Alenia, I choose to remember. I choose to lead. Alenia returned to Lysandria with Tomlin by her side. She revealed the truth to her parents and the kingdom. Slowly, the land began to heal. Flowers bloomed, rivers flowed, and people came together. And the enchanted mirror? It vanished, but its magic lived on in the heart of a princess who chose truth over comfort. Moral: true leadership comes not from a throne, but from understanding, compassion, and the courage to face oneself.